Starting up, I haven't even made the turn yet. Just that quick transition from this to that, I still ain't made the turn down Island. West Island Drive at the North Perry Airport of Broward County. Can't even talk. Alright, come on, you big white van. Hurry. God damn it. Oh, yeah, welcome back to 30-Minute Musings. You get a double shot on this one. Talking 10 years in Florida, talking diet and exercise, and back pain. Yeah, still got the back pain. Airport shenanigans. 99-degree weather, which is down to 95 now, so I think that's a little accurate. Thinking I might go to the beach tomorrow. It's been a while, and my lily white ass, woo, that will not take long to burn, I'll tell you that much. Will not take long at all. Well, it'll burn, that's the thing. Yeah, when I get out there to fucking soak in a little bit of color, well, not soak in color, to get some color, soak in some sun, like the first day or two, it's red. And it takes a bit to sink in. Alright, lawn service and landscaping, watch out. You're parked in a stupid spot, and I don't want to clip nobody in case they're walking to or from the vehicle. Jesus. Oh, now I'm stuck behind Trash Guy. And see, they got these fucking trash deals where it's got like the robot arm on the side, and it literally grabs the trash bin and then picks it up and dumps all the shit into the fucking container in the back. You ever see those? This is like a big city thing. I had never seen this back home for nothing. See, back home, there I say it again. Back in Wisconsin. Yeah, straight out of Wisconsin. Because we hood like that, son. Never saw one like that. See, like, I wonder, because sure, this is like suburban and big city atmosphere around here. Like, I am just north of Sun Life Stadium where the Dolphins play, if that helps. The radio station that I work in, I can see that fucking stadium from our studio windows. Just to give you, and that's literally right by County Line Road. How did it get that name? Well, that's the county line divider between Broward and Miami-Dade County. So technically, the Miami Dolphins, they play in Miramar. So when that stadium was built, in like 87? Because they used to play the Orange Bowl, remember? The Orange Bowl is in the same location as where the Marlins play, like the same plot of land, and that is like downtown Miami, not Miami Beach. When I say Miami, that's still landlocked. Miami Beach is like across the fucking, that's all the beach shit you hear about and all that stuff. But actual city of Miami, look that shit up. My God, it's literally a big fucking stadium dropped down in the middle of it's like downtown neighborhoods. I mean, there's not too much for skyscrapers because this fucking land is all swamp. There might be sinkholes, whatever. So, yeah, I mean, there's a couple of buildings around, but it's not what you would picture. Like, wow, this is where the stadium is, It's literally in the middle of a fucking Cuban neighborhood. And that's where the Orange Bowl was. And they paid kind of an homage to that because the old letters, Orange Bowl, that were, like, thrown up, way up in the front, not the rafters, but you get what I'm saying. Like on the outside of the building. Like Orange Bowl. What they did with, and I don't know if it's the exact same fucking letters, but what they did with those letters, Orange Bowl, all the lettering, they have them like sunk into the concrete as if like they fell off the building previously, and then, they just left them sit there for building the ballpark now. Great ballpark, by the way. Marlins Park is the best fucking venue to watch a ball game ever. You can walk the entire concourse and watch the game because just the way they built it, it's not solid fucking stone walls dividing the seats from the concession stands and everything. It's a beautiful park. The product on the field and the ownership management group that runs said ball team, whatever. That's the questioning. I don't trust those motherfuckers. Great park though. Great facility. Well, they had the World Baseball Classic there last year, right? 2014? Which I think they do that every 4 years. Kind of like the Olympics. Well, yeah, come to think of it, I've been in Florida for 10 years. I remember when that World Baseball Classic started up, 2006. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. Yep, see, I got it right. 6, 10, and 14. They've already had 3 of them. I was going to go to some of those games, but forgetfulness, laziness, and being broke, that's a triforce of fucking evil right there. God damn. That is no win scenario. And I mean, sure, do I know who those Japanese players, the Korean players, the Dutch players, the Canadian players, maybe. But I mean, honestly, it'd be like a lot of, the Cuban team, the Dominican team, of course, the U.S. team. Those are the ones I know the most of. Panama's got some players. Panama, isn't that Mariano Rivera? I want to say there's somebody else. But like Venezuela, I think that's Bobby Abreu. Bobby Abreu, ladies and gentlemen, he was the home run derby winner 10 years ago. Imagine that. As I try to tie all this shit together. Oh, wait a minute. Were they at, it was either Tiger Stadium or was at PNC in Pittsburgh? Fuck, I'm forgetting. It was one or the other, but I know Bobby Abreu was the guy who won it that year. Damn, I'd have to look that up. I'm sure the shit was either Detroit or Pittsburgh where that All-Star game was held, but definite Bobby Abreu won that shit. Detroit or Pittsburgh, damn. Well, Comerica, no, Tiger Stadium was the old one. Comerica is the one that replaced it. Woo! Love this fucking air freshener I got in the car. California Scents, like scent of smell, you know? Your sense of smell with a scent in the air, I guess. Those things are good. Yeah, well, I think I mentioned it before. It looks like they come in this little cat food tin with the peel-off top. Now, what's this guy doing here? Yeah, give me some room, son. Just getting into the parking lot. Had to go around a promotional vehicle. Excuse me. That's the beat right there. 103.5, the beat. Actually, a girl I went to college with down here, whatever. She's up in Orlando working for like 104.5, the beat, or something like. It's the logo is identical. Like I said, we use red as a primary. They use blue as a primary. They're like 104.5, the beat. We got 103.5 to beat. And I'm like, oh, that's so fucking coincidental. Like, she's running with that crew. That's pretty cool. I'm in the building with this beat. I did one spot with them, actually. I did the beat down. I think that was last June or some shit. Well, I'm in my parking spot. I still got time to go. Let me kill the fan down to low. Keep that AC going. I don't give a shit if it says 92 and I'm in the shade. Nothing wrong with keeping it cold. 21 minutes to go on a recording. And it's going to be an easy day because baseball's on the All-Star break. Maybe I don't even know when that shit starts. Maybe I should check in to see. That's what. No, Monday I think everybody's off. Then it's Tuesday is the Derby. Wednesday is the game. Everybody's off Thursday, and they get back to work Friday. I think that's what it is. A day off before everything. Boom, boom. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I don't think there's any baseball today whatsoever. Not even the Derby. I enjoy that stuff, but to go see it live, I'm sure it'd be pretty cool. Takes forever, though, for that Derby. Even the game. It would just be more of an event. Like, I wouldn't give two shits or a fuck about who wins. And because, they rotate players, the pitchers only go about an inning or two, and they try to use up the entire the entire staff. Just so everybody gets something, so they get something to do. You don't just have a guy show up and like, no, this pitcher's going 7 innings, fuck the rest of you. It'd be dickish. It's more of a spectacle. I don't know why they have that, the winner of the All-Star game determines who's got home field advantage in the World Series. That's really stupid. A game that means nothing has something on the line for something that absolutely does matter. That's fucking weird. Because last year, Giants-Royals, that went to 7 games. I don't remember who won the All-Star, but did that have any bearing on it? I don't know. Woo! Enough about sports, I'm sure. Baseball is not the most sexy sport in the world, I admit that. I've been trying to get into soccer a little bit more. Tell you the truth. I play a little bit of that FIFA 15 video game. Just played some last night, and I got it in my mind to play some when I get home. Yeah. It's a fun little deal. I need to pay more attention to the shit that's going on. The Barclays Premier League over in England, goddamn, that's where it's at. I mean, I know for some people soccer ain't all that, but, it's one of the things where we just had the women's national team win gold. Oh, no, the Women's World Cup, excuse me. Well, yeah, they won gold, right? Or they won the trophy, whatever the hell. It's not the Olympics where you get a gold medal, I don't think, but they won the World Cup. And, hey, congrats, no question about it. But because it was the U.S., that's the only reason we give a shit. If it was, who was it, Japan versus, well, whoever, let's just two random. If it was Italy versus Germany, do we watch as much as we did? Fuck no, we don't. We only care because our girls were in there. Yeah, that's understandable. So it's the national pride thing. But soccer in general, hey, and I'll tell you, the past 10 years that I've been here in Florida, holy fuck, like, I've seen, and it's only been the last couple of years that I've really paid attention to it. Like, I don't remember that many people in Orlando going fucking balls crazy over it. And there's plenty of, Latino people up there. Apparently there's a lot of Puerto Ricans. But, like I said, I couldn't tell the difference at the time. And shit, like, it doesn't bother me what they are. It really doesn't. It's like, whoa, that fucking Puerto Ricans, you know how they get. I don't like them. Cubans, you know how they are. Fuck those guys. Nah, it's whatever. I mean, I know they don't really like each other, and they'll pick on each other for, well, yeah, it's because you did that because you're Cuban, you fucking cheap bastard, or you don't know how to cook for shit because you're not Puerto Rican. Like, they'll do all that stuff with each other, and I don't know if there's any truth to it, or if it's just, whatever. You're kind of island neighbors, and you're supposed to hate each other. Just the same here in the States. I mean, look at it. I mean, okay, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are in the same state, but sports-wise, they hate each other. Think of a high school. You hate the rival high school across town, cross county, whatever, right? But when it comes down to it, like if you're on the all-state team or whatever the fuck, yeah, you want to beat your state. Let me just go back home for a bit. If you're on the all-Wisconsin team, you want to beat the fuck out of the all-Minnesota team, the all-Illinois team, the all-Michigan team, the all-Iowa team that surrounds you. You want to whoop the fuck out of them. Now, if it's regional and you're on the Midwest team, well, you want to beat the fucking the Southeast and the Northeast and the Rocky Mountains and the Pacific Coast. You want to beat all those motherfuckers. Then if it gets into something like you're on the national team, well, then you want to start beating the fuck out of, the other country. You want to beat Team Canada and Team Mexico because they're your closest fucking neighbors, right? They're the ones that you kind of share space with, so you want to fucking be better than them. If you're on the all-world team, I guess that's just an honor. I don't think they play. Who are you going to play? Fucking Team Mars? Team Jupiter? Nah, doesn't go that far. But you get what I'm saying. The national pride sense of things, and like I didn't know how big, how much love people had of soccer when I was in Orlando. I see it down here now, though, and it's a bigger melting pot down here. Like I'd said before, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, got some Brazilians down here, got Venezuelans, got Haitians, Bahamians, plenty. And all kinds of shit. Like Colombians, we got them around here. Did I say Venezuelans, maybe? Yeah, well, I know we got them. I don't know if I mentioned them just 2 seconds ago. But there's a lot of culture down here. Like, Canadians come down here. Like I said, I've seen Ontario and Quebec license plate pretty much every day since I've been down here. It's crazy. And, they kind of dig soccer. They got their own things going. There's tourists down here from fucking all over the place. You'll catch somebody with a British accent and be like, oh, all right. And they dig the fuck out of soccer. So, like, down here, it's just a huge part of the culture. Now, me being a fucking, a Nordic Viking from the cold lands of Wisconsin, I dig me some hockey. People down here really don't get it. And sure, there is a hockey. There's 2 in the state. For Christ's sakes, the Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't know how that works, but when is the place sold out? When Boston is in town. When Chicago is in town. When New York and Pittsburgh are in town. When Philly is in town. Everybody else fills that damn the BB&T Center. Used to be the Bank Atlantic Center. 1 Panther Parkway, if you're looking up the address. 1 Panther Parkway. Been there several motherfucking times. Like I said, I dig hockey, and I get why people down here don't, because it's too fucking warm and it never even snows. Let alone you're not going to get ice. Now, there are facilities around for people that dig that kind of thing. There's one, I think, not too far from the BB&T Center. But, yeah, it's just, I will give this. The NHL, from St. Louis on up, you people get hockey, you know it, you dig it, you love it. Anything south of Dallas, you really don't give a fuck. You don't. You've had a team for how long, but you don't care. 20 years probably. You don't care, you don't get it. It's not free. Unless you go to that game, that's it. But, like, if you don't live and grow up in a place that has those kind of, conditions, you don't really get into it, because it's a geographical thing, bar none. Soccer is the world's fucking sport. And down here, especially with all the cultures down here, that's a huge difference, and I see it a ton. They dig the shit out of it. No, I get it. Because to me, I try to tell them, hey, dude, you watch the NHL playoffs, and I'll watch fucking as much soccer as I can. Like, let's make a fucking play date out of this, Like, Minnesota's playing St. Louis in the opening round. Let's watch this game, okay? Or that's, the soccer game is on first. I don't care if it's fucking MLS or if it's the fucking, I just said it, the Barclays Premier League. I do want to see the best, and the Premier League is the best fucking shit in the world. According to what I've heard. Excuse me. As far as leagues go. I mean, I understand the international tournaments, shit like that. Like, Team Spain versus Team fucking England, that's going to be totally different. But, yeah, like, I want to watch the best of the best, and I've heard the Barclays Premier League is the best. I want to pay attention to it. I really haven't been, be brutally honest. Like, I'll check up on some shit, and, like, some people in the newsroom dig it, so they'll be watching that shit. Volume down, fine. On the weekends especially, well, I think that's when it's on, mainly. Saturdays, it seems like. And, they'll be watching that, Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City, all that shit. Like, they dig it. And, I have a great appreciation for it because, and that's why I tell them, you watch hockey, I'll watch soccer. They're very similar. You're trying to put an object into a net, past a goaltender through the defense and all that stuff. And, yeah, there are, the rules of offsides are different. But, I mean, you can appreciate a great setup pass and a great shot that goes in, or, off the post, off the pipe, whatever it happens to be. You just the way these guys are busting their ass, whether they're skating full speed up and down the ice or they're running full tilt to go, save that ball from going out of bounds for a corner kick or whatever. I have great appreciation for it. The sports are very similar. It's just, the size of the playing field, the size of the object, the size of the net, and the amount of people on the field of play. Otherwise, it's very similar. It's exceptionally similar. So that's why I'm trying to tell them, like, dude, get into this. They allow fighting. They allow you to punch people and hit people, knock them into the fucking boards. Somebody gets in your goaltender's face a little too close on, trying to chip away at a loose puck. Somebody gets, after that whistle blows, they'll get in there, start shouting them, get the fuck off my goalie, man. Fucking, you heard that whistle? Stop right there. I'm going to bust your teeth in. Soccer, yeah, they kind of go for a sliding, what they call it, a tackle. But a sweeping tackle, a sliding tackle. And like if he gets the ball clean and the guy trips over, the guy who's making that Ricky Henderson feet first slide, he'll trip and like, oh my God, he's rolling around on his knee like he just broke the motherfucker. Come on, man. Come on. Like, I understand they're exhausted, but they roll around like they just ruptured their fucking every tendon in their knee. And then they get up, they're fine. They get up, they kind of clap to the people. Maybe there's a substitution, but he's fine. Other than that dude, like this past World Cup, where like something happened, like he jumped up, went to go get a header, giggity, went to go headbutt the ball, and then like fell flat on his back and like broke out or something. And it, like that, yeah, that I get. But like somebody trips you up and rolling around like, fucking my knee, oh God. No, you're exhausted and you're buying time. You're trying to get that guy carded, as it were. I get that, but that's why I'm trying to tell people, get into hockey a little bit. Watch this shit. It's very similar. And they allow contact. They allow good contact. Plus penalties is kind of like red cards, only it's, timed out differently. Red card, if I know correctly, and it's you sit out the rest of that match and the next match. Like a red card is basically remainder of the game suspension and next game suspension, which puts your team at a one-man disadvantage. Like in hockey terms, that is an entire game of being a man down on the penalty kill, so to speak. So that's why, I kind of like the similarities of these two, and I want to get into it more. Yeah, as I said, I don't want to bore you with sports. Now we're talking soccer and hockey, and I disappeared away from baseball. Just the way it is. It's kind of how I'm rolling with shit. But just the culture down here, the past 10 years, yep. Has it changed me? In some ways, maybe in my appreciation towards things, but it's not like I'm only drinking Cuban coffee, or I'm only eating Dominican joints, or anything like that. Or I only watch soccer now. No, it's nothing like that. I mean, even right now, t-shirt and jeans, 92 degrees, 99 when I first got in the car for the start of that previous recording, 99 degrees, t-shirt and jeans. That's just what I do. That ain't changed. I don't do fucking flip-flops or sandals or nothing like that. Nope, I got my goddamn shoes and I'm good to go. Got my Nikes on. Yeah, I know, not to sound like a billboard whore, but that's just the shoes I got. Are these Nike? No, these are the Reeboks. I'm sorry. I don't even know what the fuck I'm wearing. There you go. That's how much attention I pay to it. So I'm not a walking billboard whore, fucking look at me, look at the shit I bought kind of guy. Sweet. So I got my Reeboks on today. And my Captain Morgan shirt, just because the jeans are a little cut up. They're worn. I figured this is a good look. Some worn up, cut up jeans and a Captain Morgan shirt. That just spells this guy is clearly having a case of the Mondays. I'll roll with that one. 10 years though. Fuck, man. I mean, when I say it's weird. But to think it's like it hadn't been that long, really. It really ain't been that long. Through everything that I danced through it all. Of course, the places I've lived, the jobs I've had, the relationships, going through school, the vehicles that I've driven, just the lifestyle changes, the diet and the exercise shit, and the people that I've met and places I've been. There's a funny thing for it. Let's try to tie this all up together, kind of a 2-in-1. As much as I love sports. You realize the first ball game I ever went to was down here in Fort Lauderdale. Well, down here in Miami. First pro game I ever went to was down here. Cubs and Marlins back in 2008. Again, that was about that was about July if I remember right. I should still have that ticket stub. But yeah, I should check June or July, sounds right. First pro ball game I ever went to was down here. And I was 26. My first pro game I went to, I was 26. Kidding me? People think, well, that's fucking weird. Yeah, now don't get me wrong, the nerdy side of me, I'd been to some pro wrestling shit before. Nah, that's all good. Live is always best. Actually, went to WrestleMania down here when they were at Sun Life Stadium. Was that WrestleMania 28? John Cena versus The Rock main event. I was there, goddammit. I did the whole weekend, actually. I went to the fan access day, there's all the, you can get autographs, and they got just some promo type matches and stuff like that going on. They got a little museum with Ric Flair's robe and the cast that Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. wore and all that shit. The Undertaker's that hat he used to wear. There's that kind of cool shit. It's basically like a meet and greet museum, what's that other stuff? Comic Con that's going on, and Gen Con and BlizzCon, all those things. Conventions. It's basically a convention for the fans. I went to that. The night after that was the Hall of Fame ceremony, which was fucking awesome. I love that shit. Just hearing stories about, how the people came up into business and all the hardships and the life on the road and all that stuff, and winning the belts and winning the championships. Anybody can get a belt, but to win a championship and all those things, and that was cool. But then it was 3 days in a row. It was Access, Hall of Fame, and WrestleMania. Great fucking weekend. That was a absolute blast. But even that, the last football game I went to, it was a Thursday nighter, and I forget what year it was, but it was Bears-Dolphins on a Thursday night. And Thigpen was the Dolphins quarterback. Bears shut him out, so I was happy as fuck. Only NFL game I've been to. The Bears won it in a shutout. So I'm happy about that too. Been to plenty of baseball games and hockey games. Been to a couple of Heat games. In the LeBron era, of course. I ain't gone before nor since. Parking can be a bitch. It's way down there. Well, prices right now can't be bad, but I don't know. It's just, I don't get as much enjoyment out of basketball watching it live. Hockey, yes. I don't know why. Maybe that's me. In baseball, the same thing. Maybe they could be a little bit more relaxed. You know, I got nothing against the Heat. I mean, I went to, 2 games that first year LeBron was in Miami. I went to an exhibition game where they played like some Russian national team, and then later that year we went to go see a game against Oklahoma City. And I tell you, LeBron was all over Kevin Durant, but Durant wasn't missing a fucking shot, and Oklahoma ended up winning that one. We went on a whim, too. We went last minute. It was me, my buddy, and his wife. I said, fuck it, I'll buy you guys the tickets, but I gotta, because I was at work at the time. It was like, I want to say that was on a Thursday. Now that I think about it, 4 years ago. But I said, no, I'll buy the fucking tickets, but goddamn it, we gotta make up our mind. I got the money for that but I'm buying the shit online real quick. I was at work, I was in my retail job, and I actually got back on one of the fucking office computers. I was like, yes, if we want to go, let's go. I'll pay. I'll get 3 tickets. They'll be there at the goddamn, I don't even need to print them out, whatever. We'll go with the will call or whatever the fuck it is. We'll get that taken care of. But are we going? Oh, I guess. Good. Fine. I'll buy them. Boom. Well, maybe we'll meet up or we'll just meet up down there. Because parking, I forgot exactly how we did that route. But yeah, went to that game and, Oklahoma City ended up winning. But I did see LeBron James play live in person in a regular season game. Playoff tickets were a bitch. I don't know. Basketball, if it ever comes around, it's just because I work so damn much, it's tough for me to get out and watch it because, hey, you want to go to the game? Well, I'm working. Well, can't you get out of it? Maybe, but I also need money. It's not how much you make, it's how much you save. And I'm not even good at doing that. Because they got those gimmicks in the mail called bills. They keep sending them to me. What the fuck is their problem? Well, 10 years being in Florida. To the day, buddy, to the day. I remember even our neighbors were cool kids, too. They were kind of rockers, and, they did a little bit of smoking. At that point in my life, I hadn't tried that stuff yet. But I wasn't against, whatever. People do their own thing, that's fine. But, no, they were cool shit, and man, we threw plenty of parties up in that place. We threw like dual apartment parties. A keg in your place, a keg in our place, let the party free flow. You got a DJ over there, we got a fucking ice sculpture that you pour liquor down for shots. Literally, that's no bullshit. Someone out there has pictures of that thing. But, fun times. Boy, this growing up thing is a fucking joke, isn't it? Wow. Well, I'm within that 2-minute warning, and the double shot's just about done. I'm getting close to my time where I really got to get into the building. That yawn was for free, goddammit. That one was no cost extra. Nothing. Well, you got yourself a double shot on this. I got to get these things uploaded, converted, uploaded, and converted again. Well, uploaded to Spreaker. Converted to Windows Movie Maker, Media Maker, something like that. Then from there I can throw it up onto YouTube, and then, from here on in, the double shot will go straight up, giggity. But, goddamn, 10 years, huh? To the day. Well, I've been saying it for about 10 years now, but I got to get my ass into work. You know the routine. That's the disclaimer. From now, after these 2 episodes, these 2 recordings, it'll be YouTube to Facebook only. So check me out, MJ Lakomiak. That's Lakomiak, if you're looking for spelling. MJ Lakomiak, that's my channel on YouTube. I got some other shit on there, but these are the 30-minute musings, and I will catch your ass down the road.